Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Easy English Class. I'm Marco, and I am so excited about today's episode because it's going to help a lot of people.
And I'm Erica. Marco, I can already tell this is going to be a powerful conversation. I'm feeling very energetic today.
I can see that. Your energy is contagious. So, what's making you so excited about today's topic?
Because today, we're going to talk about something that stops so many English learners from making progress. It's the biggest obstacle I see.
Oh, this sounds serious. What is this big obstacle?
It's perfectionism. So many people think they need to speak perfect English before they even start practicing. They're waiting and waiting and waiting.
Ah, yes, the perfectionism trap. I know this problem very well. People say, I'll start speaking when my English is better.
Exactly. But here's the truth. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start.
I love that. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to start. That should be our motto for today.
It should. But before we dive into our tips for getting started, we have a quick request for everyone listening.
If you're enjoying Easy English Class and you're learning something useful, please hit that subscribe button so you never miss our episodes.
And give us a like. It really helps us reach more English learners around the world who need to hear this message.
And if you have friends or family members who are learning English, please share this episode with them. We want to help as many people as possible.
Thank you so much. Okay, Marco, let's start with the big question. Why do people wait so long to start speaking English?
That's such an important question, Erica. In my experience, people wait because they're terrified of making mistakes.
Yes. They think, if I speak and make a mistake, people will judge me, or I'll sound stupid.
I understand that fear completely. But here's the thing. Everyone makes mistakes when learning a language. Even native speakers make mistakes.
Exactly. And you know what? Waiting for perfect English means you'll be waiting forever, because perfection doesn't exist.
Right. If I waited to be a perfect cook before I made dinner, I would starve.
Hey, yeah. That's such a good comparison. You learned to cook by cooking, not by waiting until you were ready.
Precisely. The same applies to English. You learn to speak by speaking, not by endlessly preparing.
So true. But I know some people are thinking, okay, but how do I start? What should I actually do?
That's exactly what we're going to share today. 5 practical tips that anyone can use to start practicing English right now, today, without a teacher or a classroom.
And the best part is, all of these tips are completely free. You just need a little courage and consistency.
Mara, I love it. So, Erica, what's the first tip for our listeners?
The first tip is something everyone can do immediately. Watch short videos in English with English subtitles.
English subtitles, not subtitles in your native language, right?
Correct. This is crucial. You need to see the English words while you hear the English sounds at the same time.
Why is that so important?
Because your brain needs to connect the sound to the written word. If you read subtitles in your language, you're just translating, not learning.
That makes sense. So, what kind of videos should people watch?
Short videos, YouTube shorts, TikTok videos, Instagram reels. Anything that's 30 seconds to 2 minutes long.
Why short videos specifically?
Because you can watch them multiple times without getting bored. Watch once, then watch again, and maybe a third time.
Repetition is so powerful for learning, and if the video is funny or interesting, you won't mind watching it several times.
Exactly. Find content you actually enjoy. Cooking videos, comedy sketches, sports highlights, beauty tutorials, whatever interests you.
I love this tip because it makes learning feel like entertainment rather than studying.
That's the secret. When learning feels fun, you'll do it consistently. And consistency is what creates progress.
Ha, wow. You're giving me so much wisdom today, Erica.
Hey, I'm just passionate about helping people learn. Okay, ready for tip number 2?
I'm ready. What's the second tip?
This one is my absolute favorite. It's called self-talk or narrating your life.
Narrating your life? That sounds interesting. What does it mean?
It means you describe out loud what you're doing in real time, like you're the narrator of your own movie.
Wait, so I just talk to myself about what I'm doing?
Yes. For example, right now you could say, I'm sitting in the studio. I'm holding a microphone. I'm talking to Erica.
Ah ha ha. I see. So I'm describing my actions as they happen. That's actually pretty cool.
It is. And the best part is, you can do this anywhere. While cooking, while cleaning, while walking, while getting dressed.
But Erica, people might think I'm crazy if I'm walking down the street talking to myself.
That's a fair concern. But you don't have to do it loudly in public. You can whisper, or you can do it at home when you're alone.
Okay, so let me try this. I'm picking up my water bottle. I'm unscrewing the cap. I'm taking a sip. The water's cold.
Perfect. You're doing it already. See how natural it becomes?
It does feel natural. And I notice that my brain has to work quickly to find the English words.
Exactly. That's the magic of self-talk. You're training your brain to think in English, not translate from your native language.
How long should someone practice self-talk each day?
Start with just 30 seconds at a time. It sounds easy, but it's actually quite challenging when you first try it.
I believe it. My brain is working hard to find simple words. But this is excellent practice.
And here's the best part. You'll quickly discover which words you don't know. If you can't describe what you're doing, that shows you what vocabulary to learn next.
Haha, right. So it's like a self-diagnostic tool for finding gaps in my vocabulary.
Exactly. Which brings us perfectly to our third tip about vocabulary.
Oh, I'm excited for this one. What's the vocabulary tip?
The tip is this. Stop learning random words and start saving expressions you actually use in your daily life.
Random words? What do you mean by that?
Well, many students study vocabulary lists from textbooks. Words like screwdriver, wrench, types of fish, or parts of a ship.
I'm guilty of that. I once spent an hour learning the names of different trees. I never used that vocabulary.
Right? Unless you're a botanist, you probably don't need to know 15 different types of trees.
So what should I learn instead?
Pay attention to what you say in your own language every single day. What phrases do you use all the time?
Let me think. I often say, I'm so tired, or I'm running late, or I need more coffee.
Perfect. Those are the expressions you should learn in English because you'll definitely use them.
That makes so much sense. I should learn vocabulary that matches my real life, not random textbook words.
Exactly. Keep a list on your phone or in a notebook. When you say something in your language and think, How would I say this in English? Write it down.
Then I can look it up and add the English version to my list.
Yes! This creates personalized, practical vocabulary that you'll actually remember because you use it.
I love how practical this tip is. It makes English learning feel relevant to my life immediately.
That's the goal. Okay, ready for tip number 4?
I'm ready. Give me tip number 4.
This tip is about using sentence patterns or sentence frames to build your speaking confidence.
Sentence frames? Can you explain what that means?
A sentence frame is like a template. You learn one structure, and then you can create many different sentences using that same pattern.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. Let's start with I usually. This is your frame. Now finish the sentence different ways.
Okay. I usually wake up at 7 a.m. I usually drink coffee. I usually take the bus to work. I usually go to bed late.
Perfect. See how quickly you made 4 sentences? You practiced the grammar pattern I usually without studying a grammar book.
That's actually really clever. Can I use other patterns too?
Absolutely. Try I'm going to and make different sentences.
I'm going to the store. I'm going to eat lunch. I'm going to learn English. I'm going to be fluent.
I love your confidence. Yes, exactly like that.
This is amazing. What other patterns can I use?
Try I like to, or I need to, or I want to. There are so many possibilities.
I like to read. I need to practice. I want to speak better English.
Perfect. You're building sentences effortlessly. This is how you develop fluency, by getting comfortable with patterns.
And I don't need to be perfect. I just need to practice the pattern until it feels natural.
Exactly. This is especially helpful for beginners because it makes speaking feel achievable rather than overwhelming.
I can see how this builds confidence really quickly. What's the 5th and final tip?
The 5th tip is a physical exercise for your mouth muscles. I want you to read out loud for 5 to 10 minutes without stopping.
Without stopping at all? Not even for mistakes?
Not even for mistakes. Here's the challenge. If you stumble on a word, keep going. If you don't understand something, keep going.
Hey, that sounds intense. Why is it important to not stop?
Because when we stop, our perfectionism takes over. We start criticizing ourselves. We get nervous. We lose confidence.
Ah, the perfectionism monster comes back.
Exactly. But if you read nonstop for 10 minutes, you enter a state of flow. You stop thinking and just let the English come out.
I see. It's about training my mouth muscles and getting comfortable with the rhythm of English.
Yes. It's like going to the gym, but for your tongue and lips. After 10 minutes of nonstop reading, your mouth might actually feel a little tired.
Haha, right. My face workout.
Exactly. And that tired feeling means you're physically changing how you speak English.
What should I read? Does it matter?
Not really. You can read anything. A news article, a blog post, a children's book, or even a transcript of this podcast.
Oh, that's a great idea. People can download our transcripts and practice reading our conversations out loud.
Yes. They can be Marco, and I can be Erica. Or you can switch roles. It doesn't matter.
The important thing is hearing your own voice speaking English continuously.
Exactly. At first, it might feel strange to hear yourself speaking English, but you need to get comfortable with it.
It's like developing your English voice.
I love that phrase, your English voice. That's exactly what you're creating.
Erica, I just realized something about all 5 of these tips.
What's that?
None of them require a classroom or a teacher. I can do all of these things at home by myself, completely free.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. You can learn English in your pajamas if you want.
That's the best news I've heard all day. Learning in pajamas should be our new slogan.
But seriously, the most important thing is taking action. You have to actively practice, not just passively listen.
You're right. I could listen to English all day, but if I never open my mouth and speak, I won't improve.
Exactly. You need to produce language, even if it's messy, even if it's wrong.
Even if it's wrong, I need to remember that. Mistakes don't mean failure.
No, mistakes mean you're trying. Every mistake is a stepping stone forward, not a wall blocking your path.
That's beautiful, Erica. Okay, let's review our 5 tips so everyone remembers them clearly.
Good idea. Tip number 1, watch short videos with English subtitles.
Tip number 2, practice self-talk. Narrate your life for 30 seconds at a time.
Tip number 3, save expressions that you actually use in your daily life, not random vocabulary.
Tip number 4, rewrite simple sentence patterns like I usually or I like to.
And tip number 5, read out loud for 5 to 10 minutes nonstop to train your mouth muscles.
These are all practical tips that anyone can start using today.
Yes, you don't need to wait for Monday. You don't need a New Year's resolution. Just pick one tip and start right now.
Even if you only do 1 tip today, that's progress.
Absolutely. Small, consistent actions create big results over time.
Wow, Erica, I feel so motivated after this conversation. I think I'm going to practice self-talk on my way home today.
Wow, that's great. What will you say?
I'm walking to my car. I'm opening the door. I'm putting on my seatbelt. I'm driving carefully because traffic is crazy.
Yeah, perfect. And I hope everyone listening feels motivated too.
I'm sure they do. We have the smartest, most dedicated listeners in the world.
We really do. But sadly, we're coming to the end of today's episode.
Time always flies when we're having these conversations. But before we go, we have an important question for everyone.
Yes. We want to hear from you in the comments. Which tip will you try first?
Will you watch videos with subtitles? Will you try self-talk? Will you read out loud?
Ari, tell us in the comments. And here's the important part. When you write it down, you're making a commitment to yourself.
That's true. Writing your goal makes it real. So comment below and tell us your plan.
And please, if you found this episode helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Easy English Class so you never miss our conversations.
Hit that like button to let us know you enjoyed this episode.
Share it with anyone who's learning English and needs to hear this message. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to start.
Thank you so much for being part of our community. You're doing an amazing job.
Keep going, keep practicing, and believe in yourself. You can do this.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Happy learning, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.